Juliana, a young woman with dreams of owning a beauty salon, faced an unexpected turn when, as a young adult, her parents kicked her out for refusing to attend college. Accepting her fate, she pursued her aspirations, but just as she landed a job at the finest salon in town, her world was rocked. One day, while offering a free haircut to a former Air Force captain going through a tough time, she was threatened with immediate termination. Little did she know what fate had in store. Juliana Vieira had always envisioned transforming her surroundings with beauty. As a child, she spent countless hours before the mirror, trying out hairstyles and makeup inspired by magazines and television. Yet, São Bento do Sapucaí, the small town where she lived, felt too limited for her ambitions. Her parents envisioned a different future. They wanted her to become an engineer, establishing a solid and respected career that would secure her future. For Juliana, that was insufficient. Her resistance grew stronger after she turned 18. Every dinner conversation inevitably circled back to college and engineering. She attempted to express her passion for beauty salons, but her parents could not see past their own expectations. "Juliana, we need to discuss college," her father declared one night with a commanding tone. "You know that engineering is a promising career. We can't let your beauty salon fantasies derail your real future." "It's not a fantasy," she replied, frustrated. "This is what I love. I want to open my own salon and help people feel good about themselves." The conversation ended in a stalemate, and tensions escalated when she turned 20. The situation reached a breaking point as she chose to embrace her calling. Desperate and disillusioned, her parents made a harsh decision. On a cold winter morning, Juliana was told to leave their home and fend for herself if she wouldn't respect their future plans for her. Heartbroken but resolute, she stepped out with a small suitcase and a great deal of courage. Without a place to go, she found temporary shelter at a friend's house and began job hunting. Before long, her determination paid off as she landed a position at Sonia Beauty Spa, where she started as an intern. In those early days, she felt a mix of nerves and excitement, eager to learn and ready to give her all. Over the years, salon manager Mara became more than a friend. "Juliana, you have an incredible gift," Mara would say with a genuine smile. "You make people feel special." From the very beginning of her career, Juliana refused to limit herself to just cutting hair. She dedicated herself to listening to clients, understanding their stories, and ensuring that each visit to the salon became a unique and positive experience. This was what set her apart. While her skill was undeniable, it was her empathy and commitment that made her indispensable. Despite the challenges, Juliana found her true home in the salon, and her passion for beauty continued to illuminate every aspect of her life. She understood that the journey to realize her dream was still long and filled with obstacles, but she was ready to face them with the same courage that had prompted her to embark on this path. Over time, the small town of São Bento do Sapucaí maintained its own calm and steady pace, where every new development was quickly absorbed and shared among everyone. In a place where everyone knew each other and conversations flowed faster than the wind, Sonia Beauty Spa emerged as a central gathering spot, a haven of transformation at the heart of the community. The salon was undoubtedly one of the largest establishments in town, with its welcoming facade adorned with vibrant flowers and a polished wooden sign displaying its services. Sonia Beauty Spa was simply impossible to overlook. Inside, the atmosphere blended modernity with classic charm, featuring comfortable leather chairs, elegant mirrors, and an aroma of beauty products that filled the air. The salon's structure, with its soft pastel walls and warm lighting, created a space that invited both conversation and relaxation. However, the salon's success was not solely based on its physical attributes. The true heart of Sonia Beauty Spa was Juliana. Since her arrival, she infused the place with more than just skill and experience. She brought an infectious energy that resonated with everyone around her. Juliana had a special knack for connecting with people, making her a beloved figure in the São Bento do Sapucaí community. Each client who entered the salon was greeted with a genuine smile and a warm, "Good morning, Mrs. Toledo. How are you feeling today?" Juliana would ask enthusiastically as she guided a loyal client to the chair. Mrs. Toledo, an elderly woman with silver hair and a youthful spirit, responded with a smile. "Oh, Juliana, always so cheerful. I can't wait to see what you'll do today." This was how Juliana treated all her clients. She knew each of them by name, remembered the details of their previous conversations, and took care to create a personalized experience. The stories, laughter, and moments of reflection shared by clients wove together in the salon, transforming it into a genuine space of friendship. With every haircut, color, or treatment, Juliana infused a piece of herself into her work, and her meticulous attention to detail never went unnoticed. "You put in so much effort to make sure everything is perfect," a client would often remark. "That's what makes the difference," Mara, the manager, said, with a proud look. Juliana's kindness and dedication were evident in everything she did. She didn't just perform her job, she transformed it into something special. People came from all over town and even from neighboring cities just to experience the magic that Juliana brought with her. Mothers brought their daughters for haircuts before the first day of school, young people prepared for important events, and even seniors sought moments of joy in their daily routines. All found a reason to smile at the salon. Juliana's impact on the town was so significant that there wasn't a single person in São Bento do Sapucaí who didn't know her story. Everyone recognized her as a beacon of light and positivity. Wherever she went, Juliana carried with her the love and gratitude of her clients, who often encountered her outside the salon to express how much her presence mattered in their lives. Thus, Sonia Beauty Spa became a symbol not just of aesthetic beauty, but also of the beauty found in kindness and attentiveness to others. Juliana, with her captivating aura and exceptional skill, was at the heart of this phenomenon, shaping the lives of those around her with every gesture and smile. Sometime later, on a hot and sunny summer day in São Bento do Sapucaí, the town seemed to be lulled under the scorching heat. As usual, Juliana decided to stop by the local cafe before heading to the salon. The aroma of fresh coffee mingled with the soft sounds of morning conversations, creating a cozy atmosphere that Juliana loved. She approached the counter and placed her order, opting for an iced cappuccino to start her day right. While waiting for her drink, Juliana noticed the activity in the cafe and her gaze fell on William, a man in his 40s, sitting alone at a table by the window. He appeared out of place, with a disheveled look and a distant gaze. William was known in town, though his story wasn't a happy one. After serving as an Air Force captain, his life took a dark turn when his wife left him following his return from a humanitarian mission in Haiti, leaving him struggling to find purpose in civilian life and often relying on others for support. Juliana was familiar with William's story and felt a pang of sympathy whenever she heard about him. At that moment, she noticed his unkempt hair and scruffy beard, which added to his disheveled appearance. Without hesitation, she decided to act. Grabbing her cappuccino, she walked over to William's table with a friendly smile. "Good morning, William. Can I offer you a coffee?" Juliana asked, extending her hand with a second cup she had impulsively ordered. "I was thinking about you and thought this might brighten your day." William looked at her in surprise, a hint of skepticism in his gaze. "You don't have to do this," he replied, his voice hoarse and weary. "I'm used to things being this way." "I insist," Juliana said, her warm smile unwavering. "It's just a few minutes and a coffee. Friends help each other out, right?" After a moment of hesitation, William finally accepted the coffee, mumbling a soft thank you. Juliana took a seat across from him, and they began chatting about mundane topics, the summer heat, local events, and even a new coffee brand that was gaining popularity. Juliana noticed that as they talked, William's expression began to soften and his tone became a bit lighter. The simple act of offering him coffee seemed to lift his spirits. When their conversation wound down, Juliana looked at him with determination in her eyes. "You know, William, if you're willing to stop by my salon later, I'd be happy to give you a complimentary haircut. A little change might help brighten your mood." William raised an eyebrow, surprised by the offer. "I don't know, I don't want to be a burden to you." "Don't worry about that," Juliana replied firmly. "We all need a little help now and then. Let's set up a time and see what we can do to make you feel better." Before he could respond, Juliana was already getting up, preparing to leave. "I hope to see you at the salon later. Take care and enjoy your coffee." William watched her walk away, his face reflecting a blend of gratitude and astonishment. Juliana's small act of kindness had brought a ray of light into his day. He took another sip of his coffee, feeling the warmth of the drink contrast with the chill he had felt for so long. He knew that Juliana's offer was genuine, and for the first time in ages, he began to consider that perhaps life could hold a new beginning he hadn't imagined before. The heat of the day was still present when William entered Sonia Beauty Spa. The sound of the bell above the door caught Juliana's attention, and she looked up from the mirror where she had been working. Instantly recognizing William, she approached him with a welcoming smile. "William, so great to see you. Let's get started on your haircut," she said, gently guiding him to the chair. William appeared slightly anxious, but there was a timid relief in his expression as he settled into the salon environment. He watched Juliana prepare her tools, which felt like a glimmer of hope amidst his struggles. As Juliana worked on William's hair, she reflected on how drastically his life had changed. She recalled the stories of courage she had heard about him, how he had once been respected and admired for his dedication and sacrifice. Now, he sat there, looking worn and desolate, fighting to find a new sense of purpose. William smiled as he said, "You're doing really well, Juliana," trying to keep the conversation light. "I truly appreciate this." "I'm glad to hear that," Juliana replied as she started trimming his beard. "I hope this is just a small step to help you feel a bit better." As she worked, Juliana noticed William beginning to relax, reinforcing her belief that her kindness was indeed making a difference. Suddenly, her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of the salon door opening with a metallic chime. Sonia, the owner, walked in, a woman of imposing stature with a rarely friendly demeanor. Known for her cold presence, she approached her business with a rigid focus on profit, lacking warmth but proving to be a successful entrepreneur. As she entered, Juliana sensed Sonia's critical gaze and knew she wasn't a fan of her charitable actions, especially when there was no immediate benefit to the salon. "Good afternoon, Sonia," Juliana greeted with a smile, attempting to keep the atmosphere light. "William is here for a haircut. I'm just finishing up." Sonia's eyes fixed on William. "It seems you're quite busy," she said, her voice dripping with frost. "I hope this isn't affecting your work or the salon's flow." Juliana tried to ignore the disapproval in her tone and continued working with focus. "Don't worry, Sonia. I'm managing everything and keeping on schedule." Sonia merely nodded, her critical gaze lingering before turning to head toward her office. Her cold presence stood in stark contrast to the warmth and camaraderie Juliana was trying to foster in the salon. The tension in the air was palpable, but Juliana kept her attention on William, finishing his cut with care. When she was done, she removed the cape and looked at William with a smile. "How do you feel?" William stood up, running his hand through his freshly cut hair and trimmed beard. "I feel so much better, thank you for everything." "It's a pleasure to help," Juliana replied sincerely. "Remember, you can always count on me." As William prepared to leave, Juliana walked him to the door, hoping he understood that her help was more than a simple gesture. It was a reminder that despite life's challenges, there was still room for empathy and solidarity. Standing by the door, William wore a genuine smile, relief shining in his eyes. Turning to Juliana, he said, "I truly don't know how to thank you. The haircut looks great, and I feel so much better. You made a huge difference in my day." Juliana beamed back, her heart warmed by his sincere gratitude. "It was a pleasure to help, William. I'm glad you liked it. This haircut is a gift, so don't worry about paying." Before Juliana made her offer, Sonia had exited her office unnoticed and approached with a ruthless, determined look. She stood beside William, crossing her arms and observing the scene with an expression of disapproval that deepened with every second. "Juliana," Sonia began, her voice sharp, "we can't allow free haircuts here. If you're offering a service without charging, it will need to be compensated somehow, even if it means taking it from your salary." Juliana struggled to remain calm under Sonia's stern gaze. "Sonia, I offered the haircut as a gift. William is going through a tough time and I wanted to help. Please don't deduct it from my pay. I really need that money." Sonia maintained her icy demeanor. "That's not how business works, Juliana. I built my salon on clear rules and expectations. We don't give free haircuts. If William doesn't pay, you will be responsible for the debt." Juliana felt a tightness in her chest, but tried to keep her composure. "I understand your position, Sonia, but the haircut was a personal offer from me, not a regular salon procedure." William, visibly uncomfortable with the situation, attempted to intervene. "I don't want to cause any trouble. If I need to pay, I can find a way to do so, even if it means begging." Juliana quickly interrupted him, her tone soft yet firm. "William, don't worry about that. I made the offer because I wanted to, and it's my responsibility to handle this. Please, go and take care of yourself. Your presence today mattered, and I don't want you to feel any more pressure." William hesitated, glancing between Juliana and Sonia, clearly shaken. "Well, if you're sure it's not a problem." "Yes, I'm absolutely sure. Now go," Juliana insisted with an encouraging smile. "Take care and don't worry about this." Still somewhat unsettled, William nodded and exited through the door, leaving the salon. Juliana watched him leave, feeling a mix of sadness and resolve. The scene had distressed her, but she knew she was doing what she believed was right. Once the door closed, Sonia turned to Juliana with a look that made it clear her patience was wearing thin. "As I mentioned, Juliana, we do not have a policy for free haircuts. You'll have to deal with this. And if any similar incident occurs, you risk being fired." Juliana felt a knot in her stomach, but kept her voice steady. "I understand, Sonia. You can do what you think is best about this." Sonia turned on her heel and returned to her office, the sound of her heels echoing through the salon. Juliana stood alone for a moment, taking a deep breath to calm her nerves. The situation was tough, but her decision to help William had warmed her heart. She had done what she felt was right, and now she needed to find a way to face the consequences while continuing to make a difference, even in the face of adversity. After leaving the salon, William walked away, feeling a newfound sense of hope. William walked through the streets of São Bento do Sapucaí, his head down and his mind filled with turbulent thoughts. The tension of the moment and the injustice he had witnessed left him feeling distressed. As he passed the main square, a group of residents, some familiar and others not, noticed his troubled expression and approached him. "Hey William, what's wrong?" asked Thomas, a local flower vendor, his tone filled with genuine concern. William hesitated briefly, feeling a knot in his throat. "You won't believe this. I went to the salon where Juliana works today, and she gave me a haircut as a gift because I'm struggling. But Sonia, the salon owner, insisted that I pay, and now she's even threatening to fire Juliana over it." The group fell silent for a moment, shocked and outraged by the news. The sense of injustice quickly spread among the residents. "This is ridiculous!" exclaimed Vittoria, the daughter of Mrs. Toledo, a regular at the salon. "Juliana was just trying to help. It's not fair for her to be punished for her kindness." The community's outrage grew, and the story began to spread like wildfire through animated conversations and social media posts. Everyone was appalled by Sonia's behavior. The empathy and respect Juliana had earned over the years were now transforming into a collective movement in her defense. Soon enough, the news reached the governor, Senor Fausto, known for his active involvement in the community. Upon hearing about the situation, he felt compelled to intervene. He understood that São Bento do Sapucaí was a town where people supported each other and where solidarity was a deeply cherished value. "This is completely unacceptable," the governor said to his team as he decided on the next steps. "We will ensure that Juliana receives the support she deserves. A former Air Force captain should not be treated this way, and she was only trying to stand up for him." Meanwhile, as the turmoil unfolded in the town, Juliana remained unaware of what was happening in the salon. The atmosphere felt heavy, and she focused on cleaning the space and preparing to leave, still processing the strange predicament she found herself in. The worry about her potential dismissal lingered over her, but Juliana tried to maintain her composure and dignity. Just as she was about to close the salon, the bell above the door rang and a group of residents entered, led by Vittoria and Thomas, who were clearly determined to show their support. They carried a large bouquet of flowers and a handmade sign that read, "Thank you, Juliana." Vittoria was the first to speak, her voice brimming with enthusiasm. "Juliana, we heard about what happened, and we want you to know that the town is with you. You made a huge difference in William's life, and we want you to know how much we appreciate you. Thank you for your kindness." Thomas stepped forward with the bouquet, handing it to Juliana. "These are for you. We want to show our support and gratitude, and don't worry about what happened. We're doing everything we can to help." Juliana was taken aback, her eyes shining with emotion. The surprise and generosity of the residents brought her relief amid the tension she was feeling. "I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. This truly means a lot to me." The unexpected gesture and community support filled Juliana with a renewed sense of hope as she began to grasp the magnitude of the situation. She felt an overwhelming gratitude for the people rallying to defend her. The commotion in the town was just beginning, and Juliana was about to discover how the kindness she had shown inspired others to stand up and support one another. Meanwhile, hearing the commotion, Sonia rushed to see what was happening but found herself at a loss to confront the situation. Moments later, the atmosphere in the salon shifted dramatically when Governor Fausto entered, accompanied by William and a crowd of residents. The door creaked open, and the governor's presence immediately stirred excitement among those present. Sonia, visibly uncomfortable and anxious, tried to adopt a hospitable demeanor, approaching quickly. "Governor Fausto! What a pleasant surprise," she said, attempting to maintain a forced smile. The governor completely ignored Sonia's greeting and turned directly to Juliana, who stood beside the counter holding her bouquet, her expression a mix of anxiety and anticipation. "Juliana, is it true that you were fired for offering a free haircut to William?" he asked, his tone firm yet gentle, receiving a warning glance from Sonia, who subtly signaled her to withhold the full truth. Juliana maintained her composure and recounted the events. "Yes, it's true. I offered the haircut as a gift because William was going through a tough time, and Sonia told me it wasn't acceptable." The governor nodded, his expression growing more serious. He then turned to the crowd gathered at the entrance, as sounds of anxious voices and murmurs of support filled the air. "As many of you know, Juliana has shown an example of kindness and compassion that is truly remarkable. Her action of offering a free haircut to someone in need, especially a former Air Force captain, is something to be celebrated, not punished." The crowd erupted into applause, and the atmosphere in the salon shifted dramatically. The tension transformed into a wave of warm support. The governor continued, his voice strong and filled with conviction. "I am here to announce that the town stands with Juliana. Her act of kindness will not go unnoticed, and we want to recognize the positive impact you have made." With a grand gesture, the governor always demonstrated his support for our community. He pulled out a certificate of recognition from his folder and handed it to Juliana. "This certificate symbolizes our gratitude and respect for your actions. You are a shining example of what it means to make a difference." Juliana accepted the certificate with trembling hands, her eyes brimming with tears. However, the surprises didn't end there. The governor also produced a white envelope from his folder and presented it to her. In addition to this recognition, the community has come together to show their support, he explained. This envelope contains a significant amount of money, and I hope it will help you continue your good work and perhaps even restart your career. Holding the envelope, Juliana carefully opened it, her eyes widening at the sight of the contents. It was a considerable sum, representing a strong financial backing and a testament to the community's appreciation for her hard work and dedication. Tears streamed down her face as emotion overwhelmed her while the crowd continued to applaud, the sound resonating throughout the salon. Through her tears, Juliana addressed the governor and the crowd. "I can't express how much this means to me," she said, her voice choked with emotion. "Thank you all for this incredible support. You've shown me that even in difficult times, there is kindness and solidarity in the world. I promise to use this support to keep making a difference." Governor Fausto smiled and gave her a brief, supportive hug. "You deserve this, Juliana. Keep being the wonderful person you are." The salon now buzzed with renewed energy, and Juliana felt her heart swell with gratitude and hope. This moment marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life. The community's response and the unconditional support she received not only changed her circumstances, but also strengthened her resolve to continue helping others. From a distance, Sonia watched in shock, ignored by both the crowd and the governor. Everyone left the salon, still applauding Juliana as if neither she nor the Bay Spa existed. Shortly after receiving the governor's public recognition, Juliana's life began to transform. With the financial support, she made a decision that would not only change her life, but also impact many around her. She decided to fulfill her childhood dream and open her own beauty salon. The following months were filled with a whirlwind of work and planning. Juliana dedicated herself to every detail, from selecting the location to designing the interior of her new salon, which she named Juliana Luxury Lounge. The space was crafted to be warm and stylish, reflecting her vision. The grand opening of Juliana Luxury Lounge was a significant event in São Bento do Sapucaí, with grateful and supportive locals coming out in droves to back Juliana's new venture. Juliana's Luxury Lounge quickly became the go-to spot for clients from Sonia's Bay Spa, eager to continue their beauty treatments with the professional they had come to admire. The popularity of Juliana's new salon skyrocketed, transforming it into a vibrant gathering place for the community. Not only did Juliana provide high-quality beauty services, but she also maintained a friendly and attentive approach, ensuring each visit was a positive experience. Her clients noticed and appreciated this genuine care, which led to word-of-mouth referrals that attracted new customers daily. The empathy and generosity that defined Juliana became the heart of her business, establishing her reputation as a truly dedicated professional. The success of Juliana Luxury Lounge was so remarkable that she soon opened a second location in Campos do Jordão, a neighboring city. This expansion broadened her reach and solidified her status as a central figure in the local business community. The new branch upheld the same standards of quality and warmth that made the original salon a hit, quickly gaining popularity among clients in the area. The lessons and experiences Juliana gathered throughout her journey became the foundation for her ongoing success. With each new customer who walked into Juliana Luxury Lounge and each compliment she received, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Juliana understood that her journey was more than just a personal success story. It was a testament to the power of kindness and the importance of staying true to oneself, even in the face of challenges. Meanwhile, as Juliana thrived with her new salon, Sonia faced a starkly different reality. News of the success at Juliana Luxury Lounge and the overwhelming community support for this new venture spread quickly, turning the tide against Sonia's beauty spa. The loss of clientele became evident and alarming almost immediately after Juliana's salon opened. In the early months, Sonia noticed a significant decline in her salon's activity. The chairs that once buzzed with loyal customers now stood empty, and what was once a bustling hub of activity began to feel increasingly desolate. Unpaid bills piled up, and operational costs began to weigh heavily on Sonia as she struggled to manage a business in steep decline. She tried various strategies to turn things around, offering discounts and promotions in hopes of luring back former clients, but these efforts proved futile. The disconnect between what Sonia offered and what the community wanted became increasingly apparent. The lack of warmth and consideration for others' needs deteriorated the salon's reputation, pushing clients further away. As months passed, the financial strain and lack of customers became unbearable for Sonia. She was compelled to make the tough choice to close Sonia Beauty Spa. The announcement of the closure was a bitter and painful moment for her, as sadness and frustration filled the air, marking the end of a salon that had once stood for success and prestige. The closing of Sonia Beauty Spa served as a painful reminder for both the community and Sonia herself that the success of a business goes beyond mere financial gain. The true essence of a sustainable and respected enterprise lies in caring for people. The cold demeanor and lack of empathy exhibited by Sonia not only drove away clients, but also led to the collapse of her reputation and the trust she had built over the years. Sometime later, on a sunny and serene autumn day, Juliana was in her salon, arranging products and adjusting chairs to welcome the day's clients. The atmosphere at Juliana Luxury Lounge was consistently vibrant and inviting, reflecting the success she had achieved and the passion she put into her work. Amid her daily routine, the doorbell chimed, announcing a visitor's arrival. When Juliana looked up, her heart leaped. There stood William, but not as she had last seen him. This time, he was well dressed in a navy blue suit that complemented his healthy and confident appearance. William's transformation was striking, and the sparkle in his eyes radiated a newfound energy and hope. "Wow, you look different. In a good way, of course," Juliana exclaimed, her eyes lighting up with joy at his presence. William beamed back at her. "Hello, Juliana. I came here to personally thank you. Your kindness and the community's support were crucial to my recovery. You were the first person to believe in me and treat me with dignity when I needed it most." William's sincere tone and grateful gaze profoundly touched Juliana. "There's no need to thank me, William. I'm just happy to know I could help. But please, tell me how your life has been since then." William began to share how Juliana's support and the community's encouragement motivated him to seek professional help and make significant changes in his life. He pursued therapy and rehabilitation, and with effort and determination, he managed to rebuild his life and discover a new purpose. His journey of overcoming challenges was a tapestry woven with hardships, but also marked by personal victories, evident in his renewed appearance and optimistic attitude. "I got a job in the city," William continued, "and I'm reconnecting with those around me. I've also started volunteering for community projects because I feel I owe something to the community that helped lift me up." With tears in her eyes, Juliana embraced William, overwhelmed by the gratitude that radiated from him. "I'm genuinely so thrilled for William and to see how far he has come. You are an inspiration to us all." William smiled, touched by Juliana's words. "You are also an inspiration. The way you consistently prioritize others and your commitment to kindness truly made a difference for me." From that moment on, William became a regular patron at Juliana Luxury Lounge. In addition to his frequent visits, they formed a strong and meaningful friendship. Their conversations often revolved around life's challenges and triumphs, evolving into moments of mutual support and shared joy. Thus, William not only discovered a renewed purpose in life, but also became a beacon of resilience and inspiration for others. His involvement in community projects and his positive attitude exemplified the profound impact that kindness can have on people's lives. Over time, he became an even more beloved figure in the community, known for his volunteer work and spirit of gratitude. Meanwhile, the success of Juliana Luxury Lounge continued to thrive. and Juliana's life seemed to be filled with harmony and achievement. The salon was always bustling, and the strong bond with William, along with the unwavering support from the community, filled her with a sense of fulfillment and happiness. However, one day, while arranging products and preparing for another workday, the doorbell rang in an unusual way. The entrance was preceded by a moment of silence, and Juliana looked up to see who was at the door, expecting William, but was shocked to find her parents, whom she hadn't seen since leaving home to pursue her career, standing there. Their presence took her by surprise, and her initial reaction was a blend of astonishment and confusion. "Mom, Dad, what are you doing here?" she asked, her voice trembling with disbelief. Her parents, with expressions of uncertainty, entered the salon, and her mother, with slightly moist eyes, was the first to speak. "Juliana, we came to apologize. Since the day you left home, we realized how wrong we were. We shouldn't have imposed our wishes on you." Juliana nodded, recalling the pain of their past actions. "I understand," she replied softly. "What happened hurt, but I've found my own path now. I'm willing to forgive. Life is too precious to hold on to anger. I am genuinely thrilled for William. Witnessing his transformation is inspiring for all of us." William smiled, touched by Juliana's words. "You are an inspiration too. The way you always prioritize others and your commitment to kindness made a difference for me." From that day forward, William became a regular patron at Juliana Luxury Lounge. Beyond his visits, a strong and meaningful friendship blossomed between them. Their conversations, often centered around life's challenges and triumphs, turned into moments of mutual support and shared joy. Consequently, William not only discovered new purpose in his life, but also became a beacon of resilience and overcoming adversity for others. His involvement in community projects and his outlook served as a living testament to the impact kindness can have on people's lives. He became a beloved figure in the community, known for his volunteer work and grateful spirit. As time passed, the prosperity of Juliana Luxury Lounge continued to flourish, and her life seemed harmoniously successful. The salon buzzed with activity, and her solid friendship with William, coupled with ongoing community support, provided her with a profound sense of fulfillment and happiness. However, one day, while Juliana was organizing products and prepping the salon for another workday, the doorbell rang in an unusual manner. The entrance was preceded by a moment of silence. Juliana lifted her gaze to see who was at the door, expecting William, but was astounded by what she saw: her parents, whom she hadn't seen since leaving home to pursue her career. Their presence caught her off guard, and her initial reaction was a mix of shock and confusion. "Dad, Mom, what are you doing here?" Juliana asked, her voice trembling with surprise. Her parents, with tentative expressions, entered the salon. Juliana's mother, with slightly moist eyes, was the first to speak. "Juliana, we came to apologize. Since the day you left home, we realized how wrong we were. We shouldn't have imposed our desires on you." Nodding with her head down, she agreed, acknowledging what had happened. "We understand our actions were unfair and selfish. Now that we see what you've accomplished and the joy you've brought to the community, we want to ask for a second chance to be part of your life." Juliana stood there, absorbing the moment's intensity. The hurt she felt was genuine, yet it was not as intense as before. The success and personal fulfillment she had experienced helped her view things from a fresh perspective. The shock of the reunion shifted into a feeling of vulnerability and a desire for healing. "I didn't expect to see you here," Juliana said, attempting to keep her voice steady. "It was a shock, and what happened was painful, but I'm willing to forgive. Life is too short, and I believe forgiveness is a crucial step forward." Her parents' eyes brightened with relief and gratitude. "Thank you," her mother said, her voice shaky. "We promise to do our best to support you from now on." The reunion was filled with a sense of relief and hope. After their emotional conversation in the salon, Juliana invited her parents to dinner at her home that very evening. She wanted to give them a chance to reconnect and start anew. Later, Juliana's home was warm and inviting. The dinner was simple, yet filled with emotion. The table was carefully set, and conversations flowed naturally, as if no time had passed. They shared stories about their lives since their last meeting, and laughed together, creating new memories while reminiscing about old ones. Sitting beside her parents after so long, Juliana realized that despite all the pain she had experienced, there was room in her heart for forgiveness. The reunion with her parents completed a journey of personal and professional success. She hadn't only built a career she loved and established a thriving salon, she had also rekindled her family connection. Hours later, the dinner concluded with a sense of renewal. Her parents promised to be actively present in her life moving forward and showed their commitment through tangible actions, supporting Juliana's ventures and engaging in her life. For Juliana, that moment marked the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. Her story of overcoming both personal and professional challenges culminated in family reconciliation. Now, with a prosperous career, a genuine friendship with William, and restored relations with her parents, Juliana felt she had found a balance reflecting not only her success, but also the true essence of her journey, the ability to forgive, love, and move forward with an open heart full of gratitude. As the years went by, Juliana continued to thrive in every aspect of her life. Juliana Luxury Lounge became a true symbol of success in Campos do Jordão and São Bento do Sapucaí, renowned as the best beauty salon in the region. Her vision and determination transcended mere beauty services, transforming it into a space where people came to reconnect with themselves and find a welcoming refuge. Additionally, her renewed relationship with her parents became a vital part of her life. They offered constant support and actively participated, closely following Juliana's growth and contributing to her happiness. The family bond that once seemed lost now flourished stronger than ever, showcasing the power of forgiveness and reconciliation. This realization led Juliana to understand that true success extends beyond personal and professional achievements. It lies in the ability to inspire others and assist others, building bridges and creating a legacy of kindness and resilience. With the courage to pursue our dreams, integrity to uphold our values, and an open heart to forgive and love, we can not only achieve our goals, but also make a lasting impact on the lives of those around us. Did you enjoy the story? The channel Vivencias Narradas appreciates your support. Please give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below about what you thought of the story. Until next time.